This is Rod Kuzanen, Spooman for Risk on Monday, January 31st. We're looking for a long trade in here and back up to a new high for the day. We've gotten a few long signals in here already. I'm personally waiting for just a little bit more confirmation from one of our indicators. The system has gone long, but as you can see, we still have some volatility in here. We've got some long as well as short signals firing off. We're only interested in the long signals right now, so we're going to give this just a little bit more time before taking a long, and then hope to ride that up to 83.75 be the high of the day. So as soon as we take that long trade, we'll get back to you. Okay, still waiting for confirmation, but it looks like it should be coming up any minute. It would be nice if the retracement lines got hit. That would be helpful. These retracement lines go down to 78.25. Looks like we have 78.25, 79, 79.50. We would expect to get at least 79.50. Some of our traders may just put in a limit order at 79.50. I don't really like to do it that way. I'd rather see more of a technical reason to enter the trade rather than just a retracement line. It's good for exits, but not so good for entries. Okay, there we have 95.50. $79. Did I say 95? I meant 79.50. All right, we're looking at possibly 78. Okay, there we have our long trades. Now we still haven't quite got the confirmation that I'm looking for. The long trades popped up, but there's another indicator that I'm watching which has not materialized. Now we're still going down. We ought to be able to hit 78.25 here. 78.25 should pop up here. Maybe from that level we could see a good long trade. Not that this won't materialize, but the other indicators still dropped. There we go. 78.25. There we go. Confirmation still has not yet occurred. We took a small position earlier. We'll average in here just a bit. There we go. A little bit more of a move up. Confirmation still has not yet occurred. We like to see volume come into the picture. We really haven't seen that yet. But our volume indicator is a little bit slow. Premium's looking good. Okay, we're still getting volatility in here. The primary indicator is still short. But we do have one of our auxiliary indicators that is sloping up at this time. So we're ignoring any short trade here. Overall picture is long, so we're holding our position. Okay, the tick US is now ticking up. Volume, however, is still not really moved into the picture. Primary trend indicator, momentum is beginning to move up. We have a retracement that just showed up at 78.75. This could drop again, pick up that retracement, and then go long. So if our primary indicator starts to move up with greater steam, this wouldn't be a bad level to have a limit order at 78.75. Our market breadth indicator has sloped up very nicely. There we are, 78.75. That got hit. Now let's see this thing tick up a little bit more. Volume still is negative. It's not yet ready. The tick is up, but the volume just isn't there yet. Appears to be some support there, but I still don't see the volume kicking in. Okay, we've got a little bit more momentum starting up in the volume indicator, but it hasn't really turned yet. But we do have some indication that momentum is increasing. Now we have indication that the tick is sloping up. Let's see if market breadth catches up. There we go. Market breadth is now increasing. It looks to me, however, like we may see this come back down. It's just not quite ready. That's the way it appears. But let's see if this doesn't take off here. Okay, we do have volume. Okay, volume is now beginning to increase. So while this may come down just a little bit, we do have volume coming back into the picture at this time. Market breadth is sloping up. Volume is sloping up. The tick is sloping up. Premium is sloping up. No new activity on the pit traded contract, however. We'll give that a minute. Okay, market breadth is now positive. Momentum is good. It's interesting, however, that the primary trend indicator has not yet gone positive. So certainly we are looking for that if this thing is going to make a strong rally up. We have some preliminary indications here that it's ready to do so, but it just hasn't clicked up just yet. We are still long, however. Now the strategy has picked up some additional long trades down in here. If we have this automated, of course, those trades would be entered into the trade manager. But as I mentioned, the primary indicator has not yet gone positive. So what we're going to do is we're going to just change something so that you see on the screen when that occurs. So when a large cyan round arrow pops up on the screen, you'll know at that point in time that the primary indicator, the primary trend indicator, is then long. Okay, there we go. Primary indicator is now moving up. Now we don't have a signal just yet on that for some reason. I may have set that wrong. But I can see that it is ticking up. So we're looking for 83.75. That's our target. Evidently I set something up just a little wrong so that unfortunately it didn't see an arrow show up on the screen when that occurred. But I can see where it should have occurred. It should have occurred right in here, right in there. Yeah, I just I had another filter turned on. I failed to turn off, so you weren't able to see exactly when that change took place. Now we can see we can say 83.75 as our target for simple reasons of pattern. Today's pattern is a long pattern, actually, and we hit the high of the morning so far right around noon, and the low of the morning occurred slightly after 9 o'clock, so our high of the day should be within the next half hour. So good reason to expect a long trade. There's more indication right there that the primary indicator was long. The first instance of that occurred way back here at 1352. but that's what it should have showed you. Had to reset that. But anyway, that hit our first retracement line there. It'll hit another one at 81. We don't have any retracements at 83.75. Oh, pardon me. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. 83.75. That's our target right there. So we could, as an example, set up a limit order. Let's try that again. Set up a limit order right there. We've got 5 contracts working at this time. So that would be our target, and that would be a nice $1,262 profit on that trade. So we'll come back when that finally occurs, so that in the meantime we don't bore you to death. At 79.75 we left a resistance or a retracement line. I would suspect that'll probably get hit before we take it all the way up to 83.75, but possibly not. Just depends on how much strength we've got going. I think we're losing a little strength right now, actually, but we'll see. I have the indicator firing off again here. I think it's a little bit high right now for that to happen. As you can see, it's coming down, but needless to say, that doesn't change the overall direction. So again, we've got retracements at 79.75, another one here at 80.75. It would be normal, typical market pattern for that to drop, fill up these retracements before taking off again up to the high of the day. Our primary indicator showed us here that we're probably going to drop down a little bit here, and that's okay. We expect that. Okay, as you can see, we just hit that retracement line. Let's see if she begins to turn around and come back up. And as is so often the case with our retracement lines, not only are they extremely predictable, but quite frequently we'll see the market come right down to our calculated retracement, and the market just turns on a dime, goes right back in the opposite direction. This is not unusual by any stretch of the imagination. It happens really quite frequently. Okay, we're meeting up with a little bit of resistance here at this level, but we'll break through it. No real cause for concern. Pattern will take over, and we'll indeed hit that 83.75 mark. Now, even though our primary indicator here is showing us weakness, watch how this breaks through. It may come down, but it should then just turn right around, break right through, and head up to our 83.75 target. Okay, here we are in the final minutes of the day, and we should be just popping right up there, right up to 83.75. I wouldn't expect it to look back too much. Should take it right up there. I do see some evidence though of resistance, but pattern shall prevail. So as soon as we get there within about half a point, we'll come back for the final couple ticks. Well, we are now within 3 to 4 ticks of the anticipated target. We've got just about 10 minutes to go before the market takes the interim close. So we may not make it right before the market closes at at 15 after the hour. Nevertheless, we know that's where the target is, and that's where the market will go. Now, normally, if we don't make it, we'll take our profits right before the bell. But it looks like we may just barely make it here. But that's the whole point of pattern. We can trust pattern. So long as the trend is in our favor, the pattern will usually finish out, and we'll meet our target objectives. So with that thought in mind, we ask you to come to our website, RSKsys.com, ask for a demo. Feel free to ask whatever questions you like. Email us, contact us by phone. And we'll be happy to show you in more detail some of the things that we are doing. But I'm sure that you will be pleased by what you see. Our system is well worth the price. We do things that nobody else does, and in fact, very few people have ever even seen. So we've got a lot to offer you. And let's just give this a couple more minutes. And 1 tick to go. And there we have it. Okay. Hit our target as expected, just in time. Alrighty. So, once again, this is the RSK Prem system. We teach a lot in our video, but there's much to be gained by coming to our trade room as well. We moved our trade room off of Paltalk. We're now using Skype. Paltalk had some issues with it, but in any case, give us a call. Let us know what you think, and we'll be looking forward to responding to your comments. This is Rod Kusin and Spoon for Risk.